Sagis, welcome! Welcome Sagittarius, welcome to White Mirror Oracle. And today we're going to do a timeless reading for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yay! Let's get started, all right? I'm hearing, let's get down to business. What song is that? Let's get down to business. All right, I think you're getting ready. I'm hearing you getting down and dirty. But I think it's in regards to work, to be honest, or some kind of evolution in your career, which is kind of unlike you. I mean, you're free-spirited and you always like roam on your own. And you know, what is work if it isn't spiritual evolution? And what is evolution, spiritual evolution, if it isn't play as well? You know, some kind of enjoyment and creativity, right? Learning by doing, higher learning, traveling, seeing the world. But I feel like you're getting down and dirty. Maybe you're like, you know, actually rooting somewhere, or you're rooting for something specific to come true, something that you've been working on for a long time, I'm hearing. So maybe you're manifesting something new in your life, and I'm really excited for you. Let's see. Anyway, for those of you who are new here, I am doing oracle and tarot readings, as well as in the end now these days, I do have a pendulum, and I get to answer your question, and you get to ask a question, yes or no, right? I do psychic readings. I am channeling. I'm a medium. I was born this way, like Lady Gaga says. This is a developmental skill, of course, but it wasn't something I learned at an e-course. I've had this since childbirth and since I was born. Since childbirth, Sagittarius. Maybe for some of you, I'm not saying all of you, but for some of you who are mothers out there, I just want to say that something happened to you during and after childbirth. It doesn't have to be your first or your last child. I don't know how many children you have, but during a childbirth, something happened to you. And there was some kind of skill that was like, I would say, activated when you were giving birth or during the period of childbirthing. So it doesn't mean as actual birth date. It could be like before or after, right? This is, of course, a general reading, so take it as it applies, how it applies, and when it applies. And I forgot to say, for those of you who are not new here but are returning, welcome back. And I love you, and I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for staying with me, for contributing to this energy that we hold together, and for like growing the space together. All right, you guys? Lovely. All right, so let's get started. Today we're going to do the archetype oracle deck, and then we're going to do the alchemy oracle deck, and then we're going to clarify with some tarot, and at the end the pendulum. All right, let's check it out. What archetype is prevalent now for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Dear God, let's see. Right, whoa, shoo. We have 3 different ones, actually. Oh my God, I love this for you guys. This is so beautiful. I love this. We got the Hermit. And this is not tarot. This is the Jungian different archetypes. I think there are 64 or something like that. We got the Hermit, we got Messiah, and we got Storyteller. Cool. All right, let's read about it, all right? Look at that. So what's cool with these is that they all have light and shadow attributes. And so it's really important to remember that in between that, there's a balance, right? So the Hermit, of course, you know, we know the Hermit from the tarot. It's somebody who's like very like, you know, in meditation, they're doing their spiritual work, they're taking care of themselves, they're isolating themselves from the world around them. Light attributes of the Hermit: seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. So like I said, you've been doing your work, you know, big time. The shadow attributes of this, however, is withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. I'm not sure about this, however, because we do have the Messiah card here. And it seems to me like you have a very, very strong effect on people around you, a kind of savior energy. Just be mindful that you don't have the savior complex, so that you think that you're either like too good to heal somebody or not, or that it's only you that can heal somebody, right? I don't think you have those aspects, but I do want to like, you know, uplift them. Of course, we all have shadow aspects in our life, you know, we don't have to identify with it. It's just like the way that these cards are telling a story about the human spectrum. The Messiah serving humanity with humility. The shadow attribute is exaggerated belief that you are the only one and the only means through which a cause can succeed. So I think that what we need to learn from this is just that we don't hold any harsh judgments towards ourselves or others. Now, the interesting part is that we got storyteller here, my loves, and storyteller tells a story. and I think that this story that the storyteller tells me is that you're here to serve humanity, to awaken, to enlightenment, and to awareness through the way that you communicate, through the way that you tell your stories. And it could be either like through poetry, through written word, through videos like this, for example. Could be movies, you're making movies, or documentary, filming, photography, painting. But either way, it has to be a story mode. Could even be content creating for some of you guys, or even teacher. But I feel like this is really important for you right now, Sagittarius, storyteller. So I want to keep that with us. It says ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Yeah. And I feel like this is such a lighthearted energy. I don't feel like there's a shadow attribute to it, to be honest. I don't feel like you're making up stories just to harm others. But that could be for some of you, it's a good reminder. I can't even speak today. I can never speak when I drink too much coffee. So let's go. See what alchemy cards wants to pop up for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So at least this is telling me that you've done a lot of work on yourself. This work is paid off in regards to whenever you share a story about the work that you've done, whenever you share a story about whatever you've discovered for yourself, when you share your own story too, I'm hearing for some of you guys, maybe you're doing an autobiography or sharing your own experience in some way. When you're doing that, my loves, you are helping to heal other people. You're helping to heal the world in that way. It's beautiful, beautiful. We got vinegar, interesting. Oh, wow, we got Earth's heart. Oh, interesting. Let's see if there's anything else here. No, well, maybe, let's see. It said maybe one more. I'm gonna give it a little bit of round. I'm gonna give it 3 rounds. Yes, there it was. Breath, woo. All right, so the colors here are very much like the storyteller and the Messiah energy and the hermit energy. Let me just show you. So if you want to work with colors right now, I would suggest black, green, and turquoise. All right? Or some would even say, what is this? Teal energy. Can you see? You see the green and the blue and the teal, and the green here, and the turquoise, as well as the black, or the greenish brown even. So very much water, earth energy, as well as a little bit of air, but water, earth energy. And what do we do with water and earth? We create clay. And even in the Bible, it says that we are created out of clay. Our bodies are created from the earth, right? So that's the connection too. Maybe you're just telling stories to people about how it all began. Like, in the beginning, there was only darkness. Actually, I watched this really cool performance the other week with somebody who was telling, Revelation story. And then she went on and sang Nick Cave in the Bad Seeds, one of my favorite love songs. And it was just like incredible. I loved it. I was like blown away. Anyway, maybe she was a Saggy. Let's check this out. So breath, it's really important for you to breathe right now. Maybe you're working with breath work for some of you guys, but whenever you're breathing, you're like accelerating your body and you're expanding your body, very Jupiterian as well, I'm hearing, as well as allowing the life to move in and out of you and just like a wave, right? And they want to tell me that you got to breathe as a wave because you're so connected and well connected in. Remember to breathe, remember to breathe, remember to breathe. And there is one song from Garbage. I used to love Garbage, right? When I was in the high school, teenager years. She sings, the Scottish woman there, she sings, what's her name? And I don't remember her name. She sings, the trick is to keep breathing. So yes. Then we got the vinegar card. The vinegar card is all about, the acidity that really like, It does help us to break down certain aspects, but it also helps us to contain others. So not other people, but other aspects of us. So it's all about the alchemical process. And this material, vinegar, you know, we can put vinegar in cleaning products, for example, to make things clean and shiny and spotless. But we can also put vinegar together with other products to, you know, pickle stuff, right? We want to pickle cucumbers or sauerkraut, or even, you know, when we make kombucha, for example, there is this vinegar aspect of it. So I feel like parts of you are like cleaning things away, or like leaving old things to not be a part of your container, so to say. But the other parts of you are like really like holding on to these essences, the things that can stand times, turns, I'm hearing. If this makes sense to you, Sagittarius, I hope so. So some things are really like beneficial to you. And I'm hearing also with the same with people. When there's people in your vicinity, I'm seeing here that you have like 4 people around you that are more important, and then you have like you have one person that used to be really close to you but now are a little bit further away, or maybe they live from afar from you but they're still very much connected to you. They're like the 5th element. But then we got 2 other people, and it could be 2 children, 3 actually, but they're like incoming, or they're close to you but not really close to you. It could be also people that are less significant. Anyway, these people, all in all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people are people that you have in your surrounding that are both good for you and you're good for them. They can stand a test of time, I'm hearing. They can grow within you and you can grow within them. Beautiful. You can breathe together and synchronize your breaths, also I'm hearing for some reason. Anyway, let's get started with the Earth's heart, and I love this part. And it talks very much about the hermit aspect of you, my loves, because you're definitely here, you know, like isolated from the world above. But during this time of isolation, you find, you know, the sources of creation itself. You find the sparks within. You find your own power. And, you know, it doesn't matter if it's about like you actually going and meditating for several days, or going to a cave somewhere, or if you're just going away on a holiday. Take some time off, you know, it doesn't matter if you're just alone at home for a weekend, or you've been alone for 20 years. It doesn't matter. The thing is, what matters is that you've been doing the work. And in that work, you've been noticing how you also stand the test of time. And you can grow through any surface. You notice your own strength. And it's all connected to the power of breath. I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's really important for you. All right, that was a lot of energy, my love. Saggies, what's happening? That was also very metaphysical, I would say, like it is always with you, Sagittarius. Love you guys for that. Now let's get into the tarot and see if we can get a little bit more specific, because this is a general reading, right? I saw the Wheel of Fortune, like I said, Jupiter, your energy, but then we also got the Star card, which is Aquarius card. We are in Aquarius season right now, so something really good, something lucky can happen right now. Also, Jupiter just gone direct. So let's get started. What is happening for my beautiful Sagittarius and Moon, Rising, and Venus? Oh, well. So you managed to build up something from scratch by yourself. You always have spirit close to you, and spirit is talking close to you, even though you might not be able to see where you're heading next. It is leading you towards, you know, whatever, you know, I'm hearing whatever happy story that you're telling yourself. Because this story, even though like it doesn't matter how it comes true or in what form it comes true, you just know that it's there for you. And as you're getting closer to it, you can feel the momentum build up and you can see things clearer. It's interesting because these cards together just came up in Aries reading, so you might be dealing with some Aries, or you have prominent Aries features in your chart, you know. You could watch the Aries reading if you want. Anyway, the Magician together with the King of Swords could also be somebody that you're dealing with. I'm saying a magician you're dealing with, but it could be that you're dealing with an Aquarius actually, because this is very Aquarian cards, or even a Gemini. I think once you've reached that happy space within yourself, by yourself, I feel like you have to do that. in order for you to realize, again, realize the inner strength that you have. I'm hearing the strength of your inner sanctum. Because the Magician is also telling the story that you got all that you already need. And remember that here in the Magician, we have the roses everywhere. And the rose is such a good, beautiful medicine when it comes to, I mean, there's a reason for why people choose roses for love. There's a reason for why roses represent the divine feminine. There's a reason for why roses represent strength. There's a reason for why roses have thorns, because roses are, you know, they stand, again, test of time, and they grow. They grow on surfaces that you cannot imagine. They grow even in the winter time. And their fragrance, is that the word? Fragrance is a frequency that's very, very high, which elevates our heart. It elevates our breath. It opens up our chest and our connection to what makes us really happy. Like you can see what makes us really happy. Beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles too. So I think you're building something really big for you yourself, but also for your family. Maybe together with this Aries, Aquarius, Gemini person. Now, coming in, my loves, coming in. Interesting. We have this at the back of the deck. We have the Nine of Swords. So quickly coming in communication. I feel like once you've risen up into your strength, in comes change. Boom, boom, boom. Flying from all sides of the story, I'm hearing. Maybe this is you telling your story, and all of a suddenly, you know, people get interested. And there's one specific earth sign that's coming in from afar, but they're not coming with any good news. I just got to tell it up front, you know. There could be a Taurus specifically, to be honest, because there's a lot of Taurian energy here. Of course, you know, could be Virgo, Capricorn too. It doesn't have to be an earth sign, but they have the qualities of, I feel like Taurian energy, where they gather and accumulate material wealth. You know, they could be promising you the world, for example. You shouldn't go with it. Just saying, shouldn't go with it. Let's just see. Is there anything else coming after this? Just to make sure. Yes, there's a lot of celebration. There's a lot of joy and rejoicement. I'm also hearing rituals. And I feel like you're going to pass the test with this individual that's coming and promising you the world. Can we get one more on this, please? It's coming after the world card for Sagittarius. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, you can see things clearer now. Yeah. Get the Hangman in reverse with the Page of Swords. You've matured. You've matured big time, my love. You don't need to even ask the questions anymore. You just know. You just kind of know. I'm hearing you just know. Because you've done so much work on yourself. And you are already here in your storytelling, in your connection to your own manifestation skills. You don't need to communicate a lot in order for you to tell the story. You will reach afar, your story will reach afar, and it will reach afar quick and fast, and it will be worth celebrating. Yes, I feel like even if this is not an individual, there will be earthly temptations, so to say. These earthly temptations in regards to, like, you know, maybe, ooh, you want to buy a house, and oh, somebody's promising you some kind of contract or some kind of deal, you know. I'm hearing don't think twice, it's all right. So that's something for you. I think you've been there, you've done that. You're not, you know that it's not worth the sacrifice. It's an optic illusion, I'm hearing, for some reason. It's an optic illusion. Yeah, go with what you already planted and go with what you've already grown, even if it seems a little bit boring at times, or, you know, like unsatisfying. It's at least something that you've created, and that's something that you put a lot of work and energy in. And, you know, it might not be all that shiny, but you will reach a point where you're like, well, I already got everything I need, you know? I already got everything I need, and I don't need anything that is like all glittering gold, but then, you know, it grows all this quick. I need to to go my own way, I'm hearing, yes, and into the sun. All right, my loves, let's get into the pendulum swing and just see where and what we can get some clarity in this, all right? I definitely drank too much coffee. You can tell I'm speaking very fast. Anyway, if it goes back and forth, it's a yes. If it goes side to side, it's a no. And if it goes around, it's a maybe or no answer. Dear Source God Creator, what is the answer to Sagittarius' question? Well, it's a maybe. And I would say the reason for why it's a maybe, it's because partially, thank you God, partially you have the answer within already. You already know the answer. And partially because the answer isn't clear yet, because you haven't gone through what you need to go through, or even, you know, if it's in regards to somebody else, that hasn't really clarified yet. All right, I hope this resonated and helped. If you do want your own personal reading, you can get one through the link below. I do have longer ones, I have deeper ones, but I also have the quicker ones that are way less pricey. All right, I love you so much, and do remember to subscribe and hit that like button. That really helps me out. All right, appreciate you. Thank you. Bye.